Hi everyone, right, I'm Changy. Welcome back to the channel. This morning, I've got a lot to do today, and it's give really bad weather, really bad. It's dry at the minute. It was raining when I was on my way here. So, I'll tell you what I've got to do. This is a second lift. For any of you that don't know, you could call it a joist lift. Basically, this is where your brickwork and your blockwork goes up to the underside of your first floor. That is first floor. When you go up your stairs, that's your first floor in your houses. So I've got to bring round this blockwork to meet the same height as that brickwork, all the way around there behind me. You can see it. I've got one lintel to put on there behind me, but I'm leaving that spare just so as I'm leaving it out so I can get in and out the building. I've done this behind me yesterday. I wrapped most of this brickwork. That's all done. I've got my damps that I need to cut off, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to get ready for inspections as well. Now, these trays that I've got overhanging, they all need to be cut. I like to use a 600 tray. People are asking me, why don't you just use a 450? Because I like to have a little bit of slack in. I don't like my trays dead tight, because when you go up above and you try to clean them out, you'll end up splitting them most of the time. So, all the front area is done with the door. I'll show you on the outside, and I've got two courses on these load bearing walls for joists. Joists must be running across that way, so all the way across the building this way, and this is your hallway down below here from your front door that comes in. Got two courses left to put on them, and two courses of block and a brick. And on the outside, I'll show you these. These are all arches. So I've left down for the arches. I can do them in a minute, well, later on. I've got 4 arches on this to put in, and I've also got soldiers, two windows. Actually 3 windows of soldiers to put in, I think. So there's quite a bit of detail on this plot to put in, which I'm not too keen of because it slows you down, but we'll get it done. So I'm going to run this first course all the way across here, get these in. I'll get these thermal outs wrapped up, and then I'm going to finish off and do everything else inside. Get everything, and then I'll be out of there last. Okay? Right, we're just pulling these walls in. These are load bearing walls. And to be fair, I don't run a line on the course of commons, because you literally, all you got to do is eye them in flat and they'll be fine. As long as it's flat up against the wall like that. And even the bed, you're really restricted on how much bed you can put in these anyway, because there's no frog, no holes. So just squeeze them down tight as you can, because these blocks are big anyway. And then you can just line these in on top. These concrete blocks are a little bit heavier, they're really dense. And then, to be fair, doesn't need much of a tap anyway. Just keep going across like that. We've got all the outer ring in now for that little section. Ozzy's just been sorting all the stuff out in that other plot. There's all the blocks where the air vents have been, they've all got to go back in now, so the cavities have been cleaned. Ozzy's just done that. Let's pinch one of these from here. We've loaded out just straight down the corridor, or Ozzy has. And that's it. That's perfect like that. I've just got my clamps either end. One this end, all I didn't corner up, I just put one block on, clamped on, put the couple of bricks on, clamped on, and just keep running it off like that. A lot quicker than building corners everywhere. Big corners for 6 or 7 or whatever people like to rack up, we don't do that. There's no point. These we'll have to get covered up with a bit of 4B1 after to stop stop the water if it gets wet today, which it is. I mean, have a look at the clouds, sky, it doesn't look very good. If it does get wet today, these will just run and bow everywhere, so we'll get these covered up with some 4B1 after. Or we'll find something to cover them up with. Always make sure full block on the end under where your lintle's going to go. We've got these lintels to put on. I don't like them, they're not very good. Where's the other one for this side? Oh, you've got 3. Yeah. So these will be going on here in a minute. No, it won't. That's not long enough.
A longer one.
Is there some of these? Is there a longer one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's sound then. Can fetch that in a minute. I'll start doing this. But yeah, that's how we just run it across. Keep going. I'm using my since you've been gone. And that's it. Just keep running around. These blocks that have come, these briquettes that have come up are actually a better size than the last ones. Them other ones are big. There's a bit of a overhang with them. Slightly. These are a better size. So different materials. They always end up slightly different sizes. Whoop. And you'll see that everything is perfectly flush and flat. If you come across here and have a look, the brickwork from the outside to the blockwork on the inside to your load-bearing walls, all flat. So when they come to put the floors on this, they should be perfect. There shouldn't be anything. There shouldn't be no humps, up and downs, nothing. It should all be really nice. The line's pretty tight, it's nice. These don't go anywhere. So yeah, nearly finished this side. We'll get it jointed up. Jump onto this other side in a minute, and then we're out here. This scaffold has got to go up tomorrow because they're going to be here. As long as the inside's finished, we're good to go. All I've been doing with these for cut them, because I haven't got my block splitters, just make a little slice in it and then knock it over. Oh, here we go. You'll get someone say, somebody said, oh yeah, you're not paying for that mortar, how much you're dropping. I was rocked up. There's hardly any mortar going down. Be able to put one more brick on, then I'll have to stop so you can just fetch us that lintel bud. Get some nice B-roll. Okay, right, I'll let you fetch us that lintel and then carry on from there. Right, that inside in there is done. If you can have a look, all done all the way around. There's just some snots under that lintel over there that I need to get done. Whoa! Ozzy's been round, put my bricks outside of each one of these, ready to do all my cut-ups for the arches. Tell you what I really don't like, have a look at that. Well, I've already said, haven't I? Do not like them lintels, crap. Catnick, get rid. Now I'm going to start with these soldiers. Soldiers there, soldiers there, soldiers on the back. Do these first and then I'll tackle all of them arches, as long as it stays dry, which it is so far. We're at 10 to 11, so I'll get most of this finished today, I think, if it stays dry. I'm just about to put my soldiers in. Here's another use for you. Same clamp, doing a different job. Pull straight across, no mither. Holds your profile. If they're that strong, watch this. No, they're not. That's them 3 windows set now, just before dinner. In fact, I'm gonna have my dinner. Three sets of windows done, soldiers. Now we'll go round after dinner and start doing these arches. Right, I've got it to this point. Both sides are cut in. First one, I'm going to flip you around. I've got my arch pre-pointed here. That's all ready to go. The stains don't stay on. When they come and brick wash, they all come off, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to lift that straight in on my ones and see if it fits. Right, so we're at the point where we're ready to do the top cuts over the arch. Well, it's simple. All you need to do for this is measure across a brick. So that's just roughly where it's going to land. Get your tape measure, and then you want this point here down, which is 40 millimeters. So we'll cut the brick at 30, and this point is down to nothing. So what we can do is this: get your brick, measure down 30 millimeters. I'm sorry about the camcorder, I'm trying to do it myself, so I'll have to do it opposite hand. Oh, there's, if it'll mark. No, it won't mark. But anyway, I'm going to mark 30 millimeters there, straight down to nothing at this end, and then mark it up like that. What a shame I can't get. I'll have to get Ozzy up here after and do it, and you can video me doing it. So there is my mark made, and I shall cut that and then try it in there, and it should be right. And there you go. That fits. It's not too bad at all. That's pretty good. And that's how you do them. And then you do the same for there. You'll go from 30 mil. You'll want this one about 25 mil up to nothing. And that's that. Yep, not too bad. I'll leave it at that now. Same height as the rest. Okay. That's it. Right, that's it for today. We've done all the arches. I don't know how I managed to get them done. I haven't cut over the top of these two because I just haven't got time, but that is a big job out of the way. So we've got 1, 2, all the block work inside has been done, finished. That's ready for the floors to go on now. We've got this one cut in and on. That was already done yesterday. We've got this one cut in. We've got the soldiers on there and covered up with the tray. We've got the soldiers on this one, covered up with the tray. And we've got the soldiers on that Letland over there. Right, that's it for today. I've showed you how cutting the top, sort of, but next time Ozzy's with me, he can hold the camera because it was a bit difficult. He was busy down there getting that drop ready for tomorrow. That's what we're going to be. Ian! Ian! will you chuck us this tub in that drawer? Yeah. Clock the driver then. So tomorrow, now this second lift's done, all I've got to do is come up here in the morning, fold the trays back over. My tacker's in the van, so I'm going to fold these trays back over, cut them off, tack them down. When the floor joists go on, if the guys come in and do the floor joists, sometimes they forget that these have got to go over that way. And if they're stuck this way, then it's a pain in the arse, so you don't want that. So I'll make sure these are over and tacked. We'll go down there in the morning and we'll pull that back in on the 2 bungalows, right over the back. That's the starting point, I think. Back, front, party wall, jobs are good. That'll take us through to the end of the week. In the middle, don't matter. Cheers, E. I'm working out the back in the morning, see? I'm working out the back in the morning. And that's that. If you've enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell and you'll always be reminded every time I upload a video. Keep it nice and easy.